In today's lesson, we're going to use our Google Drive, and we're going to go to our Google Classroom, and we're going to continue our lesson that we had last week, where we were looking at the Edison robot and the parts, and we'll be using Google Draw. So I'm going to do a triple click right here, 1, 2, 3, Command C. I'll go to Google Drive, Command V, use my arrow keys. I'm going to log in as Joe Student. Type his password. And now we're in Joe Student's account. There's only one tab open. Let's take a look at his account. He has 2 folders. One's his classroom, one is pictures. See what he has inside of pictures. He's got an aardvark and a tiger. I'll go back to his drive. And he has 2 pictures here. And if we wanted to clean up his desktop, we could drag these pictures into this one. This is a collage that he's working on. If you look at the icon, it is a Google Drawings icon. And I'm going to put that in here just to clean up his desktop. I'm now going to go to the waffle, go to Classroom, and Joe is in Ms. Mullen's class. And last week, Joe was working on downloading these 4 Google Drawings. So I'm going to do that right now. And it says first make a folder entitled Edison on your Google Drive and put the 4 images in it. So I'll do that very quickly. I'll go back. We have 2 options here. We could do a new folder, or My Drive, new folder. We're going to call it Edison, proper noun. So I'll put a capital letter on Edison's name. That folder is now empty, not a thing in it. Go back to My Drive. Here, Edison, add to. It has an add to, so we're going to be adding to this one. It is a view-only document, so we need to do a file, make a copy of Edison, add to. I'm not going to add it to My Drive. Well, I think I will. I'll put it in My Drive, and I'll show you something. It's now in My Drive, and if I go back to My Drive, there it is. But it really belongs in Edison, so I'm manually going to put it in there. Okay? I don't need these open any longer, so I'm going to close these. I'll go back. Edison top parts. Click on this one. Now this is one that you're going to be using as a model. So we want to see these. This was probably laid out maybe in Photoshop, but we don't need to make a copy of it, but we do need to move it to, and where do we want to move it? We want to move it to that Edison folder. So I'm going to move it there. Okay? If I go back here and I look in that Edison folder, there we go. Both of them are there. Don't need this going. Back to Google Classroom. We have 2 more to go. This is the bottom part of the Edison. This one has the text in it. So we will not be adding to this. So all we have to do is move to and make sure we're in that Edison folder, and we're going to move it there. Don't need it going. And the last one is Edison, add to top. This one we will be adding it to it, so we're going to do make a copy of Edison, add to, where? The Edison folder. Everything looks good. And again, we do not need these open, so I'm going to close them. And I don't even need this open any longer, so I'll close this. My Drive You notice we're only seeing 3 of them. Let's see what happens when I hit the reload button. The fourth one should come up. No, I did something wrong, didn't I? We're missing one. Let me just go back to my drive. Which one are we missing? We are missing this one, but without, no, we're missing this one, the top one. So I'm going to go to back to Google Classroom. Made a mistake. Back to Miss Mullins. And we are missing this one. Go to it. File, make a copy, add to. I'm going to just double check this one. Edison. I think the problem's been that I've done this a couple times and there's an Edison folder in my trash and I think it might be putting it there. So now, yeah, here it is. So we don't need these open any longer. Close it up. Let's take a look at the bottom one. This is the bottom of the Edison. Line tracking sensor, power switch. So what we'll do here is we'll go to our folder and we'll open this one up. So this is the one we're going to add to in Google Drawing. This is the one that we want to use as our model. So we want to focus on only two tools here. One is the shape and the other is a text box. And I want to use arrows. So I'll click an arrow. And I'm going to move my arrow so it looks like this. If I want to, I can rotate that arrow. I can use my arrow keys on my keypad to move it around. I can shorten it. I can change the color of it if I want. Do I want to make it that same kind of orange to be consistent? Give that a try. Again, moving it around. Now I want to use the text box. And what do I want for text? Power switch. I go here. Here are my tools. Here's the text box. Move this out. Power switch. Can I change the font? I can change the font if I want to make it something a little more informal. Can I make it a little bit bigger? Can I move it around? Can I center it? Should be able to align the center. Can I change the color of the font? Again, I can use that orange if I want to, but I think I'll stick with the black. So there's, and if I want to do this, if I hold my Shift key down, I can do a Command D. I just duplicated this, didn't I? The reason I duplicated it is because I'm going to now rotate this and use it for line tracking sensor. So I'm going to move this so it's pointing to the line tracking sensor. Pick this up, move it over, get in here. Now the beauty of this is it is saving this. Anything I do is being saved. So if I close this one and then I close this, I go back, it has saved it for me. No mistakes. So that's a really nice feature of this. If I want to add a background to this, this is a little bit complicated. You have to hold the Control key down, click, background, So if I want to put like a light gray background, I can do that. All right. I'm not crazy about the background feature, but it's there. So I'm going to go back, Control, Background. I'm going to go back just to a plain white. I like a plain white on this. So I will go back, give it a double click. Here it is. So your task today is create something like this with the bottom and go in, and this one will take much more work because there are a number of different features. But I want you to learn the parts of the Edison before you use it. So with something like this, you're going to go back and forth with the Edison. This one's view only, that's not a problem, but this one you can use your text tools and you can use your shape tools. And I'll even allow you, if you want to use a call out, I don't have a problem with that. A call out works like so. And you can add the text into something like this. So it eliminates the you having to use the text tool because it's a text tool and a shape all in one. All right? So I hope you have a good time with this. Over and out.